Hello guys, welcome back again to Digitalks, Digital Innovation Talks. So in today's episode, we have someone special, a guest star from Poland, and this is Professor Piotr. Hello, Professor Piotr.
Hello, good morning,
Okay.
good afternoon.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation to the meeting.
Okay. So thank you for being with us today, and it's an honor to have you here. Okay, so we're gonna talk about defining your path into entrepreneurship, or it's just about entrepreneurship. So let's start with something interesting. These days, corporate world is getting more competitive, and entrepreneurship is becoming a popular alternative. So, in your opinion, is entrepreneurship is a natural talent, or is it something can be learned?
So, from my perspective, entrepreneurship is something that you have this ability to take the world in your hands.
All right.
I mean, to make a decision in the micro scale, I mean, your life, decision about your life, but also in the bigger scale, like to set up your own company or even some corporate, as you said, which is all around the world.
Yeah.
So there are different levels of entrepreneurship, and I think it is something that we learn from our experience.
All
so
right.
This is not something that we receive from
God.
God.
Yeah, I see. So you have mentioned starting business and something else. So what do you think are the most important steps if someone want to starting a business or should take a steps in business, especially for Gen Z?
So probably to have successful business, you should find a problem which is probably not solved yet.
Yeah.
And you have the idea how to solve it.
Okay.
And then you check the competitors or competitors or competitive solution. If they are any, probably they are, but generally it's good. I mean, if you have already competitors, it means you have already clients because somebody buys such solution. Then it's good to somehow differentiate from your competitor. So if you cannot be better, be at least different.
Unique. Yeah.
So for example, only we produce pink cars. Yeah, there are many companies who produce the car, but they are no pink cars.
Yeah.
Or they are very unique.
Yeah.
And this is our unique value proposition.
Yeah, of course. Since when I learned in digital innovation, we learned about design thinking, and I guess it's a kind of important if we want to finding what is the value proposition, or if we want to find something unique from our products. Is it true that using design thinking can make it more unique way to solve the problem?
Yes, we come with the problem and we are trying to creative way to find a solution.
Yeah.
To find a solution, and then as a next step we are prototyping.
Yeah.
And then yes, for this we create like a minimum viable product, MVP. Yeah, and then we go with this solution to our potential clients.
Okay.
I had classes today about this, so this is why I mentioned, and we had such a case study about one startup company from Poland, and before they launched the product, which is an education robot for children, for pupils, they did like 14 prototypes before, and it took 18 months to have this prototype ready to launch to the market.
That's
so a lot of design thinking in cooperation with the final client. So, for example, they built the first prototype, they gave it to the children, and the children destroyed it in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
So immediately we know this is the challenge. So, for example, the robot has some rigid antenna, and the antenna was just broken. So after this, they deliver the rubber antenna.
Okay.
And step by step, as I said, 14 prototype, and the indicator was that when the child received this robot and play for 1 week, and the robot still works, it means this is a good product.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, it's like evaluating the product or the prototype.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, and then what are some strategies that people can use to evaluate and validate a business idea? So as you mentioned before, that we have to evaluate and then take the feedback and then make sure that the product is good. So what are some strategies that people can use to evaluate and validate that the business idea is good?
So probably this prototyping is most, in my opinion, suitable approach to validate the business idea. So, of course, before we have this prototype and we deliver, we should also identify the persona.
User persona.
The persona. So, for example, okay, this education robot for children, okay, the children will play the robot, but who pay for the robot?
Okay.
So the parents actually pay for the robot. So the persona we should identify is a parent of the young child.
Okay.
So if we design a robot for the children age from 6 to 10, then we should add like 20, 25 years. And we know that our persona is actually young parent, age around 30 years old, 35. And when we already identify the group, then we can go with some prototyping and evaluation and then collecting feedback.
Okay, I see. Now let's move on into the next question. This one is kind of question that I've been questioning since I want to starting a business or from digital innovation. Basically, we want to create some startup. And then how do you think entrepreneurs can overcome the fear of failure when launching a new product? Especially for us, maybe Gen Z, maybe we kind of scared what if this is not gonna work out, or what if this just gonna be a fail in our life, or maybe you have a tips and trick and how do you overcome the fear?
So in the sphere of the business, I would say it's okay to fail.
Okay.
So I know it's hard maybe for young people to understand that the failure is okay, because you are the generation of success. So you like to have a success every step. Of course, the life is different, and it's okay to fail in business, because first of all, it brings you experience. And this is a kind of lesson learned. What was done wrong that I failed? And I will not do this next
anymore.
Time. Yes. And it's okay to fail as soon as possible. So you prepare the prototype, and earlier you get the feedback that, okay, nobody will buy it. So the less resources you spend, the less time you spend, it's better. This is why we use prototyping. So to get the feedback early. And if the feedback is negative, then we back to lab and
Yeah.
back to school
It's
and
okay.
and rethink.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
rethink.
And it's okay to be fail sometimes because we can learn from that, and then it becomes a great experience that
Yes.
maybe have a value in our life.
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe that was my last question, but I want to sharing how I am as a second year of digital innovation student. I've learned how we manage design thinking, and then how we do MVP on our product, and also we learn how to manage the value proposition, and also we have learned how to do some business model canvas. So what do you think about our curriculum that has learned all of that, and then maybe there's such a more lesson that we gonna learn in 2 or 3 years next, and then what do you think, is it good for entrepreneurship, and maybe you have some quote that maybe you can engage the viewers, maybe if they are high school students that still finding out what am I gonna do after have done in high school, where am I gonna going, maybe you can tell them that become an entrepreneur is such a great idea, and maybe she or he can get into ITS, or Institute Technology School November, into digital innovation.
Okay, so there were many questions. Let's start from the program.
Okay, yeah.
In my opinion, the program is very good. It's nice created and well structured. That's what I noticed from my class, but that was only one.
Mm-hmm.
So that the students were really engaged when I present the case study,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a short movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like an interview like we do now,
Okay.
but that was the interview with the student who graduate university, who set up own business,
Okay.
and there are some few interviews with him, and he says about the failures and the successes,
Okay.
and how he create the prototype, how he entered the market. So yes, the case study, I think, that brings attention and gives some experience
to students. Okay.
And for the students from the high school, I think the generation like you and the high school, they are very digital.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, it's good to make like some simulation games. Okay, for example, simulation game, set up your own company.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then I use such simulation with my students, and they are, really engaged because they are in the teams. The teams compete
with each other.
And finally, somebody is the winner.
Yeah.
And somebody is bankrupt.
Yeah. They fail.
Yeah, he failed. So this brings really attention, focus, and then probably if you present to the students from the high school that on university you have such nice simulation, and then you give like a one case study class to show them, okay, this is the simulator, let's play. And then you can continue on our faculty. Yeah,
that's right. So if you guys still in high school, don't forget to join digital innovation, because you will start you will learn a lot of lesson in entrepreneur, and also you will build your own startup. Okay, that's just from us. Maybe we will meet you next episode. Bye guys.
Thank you.